mother vows to challenge accidental death verdict on her student vet daughter, 22, who died in cycle crash after screaming "My brakes have gone" as court rules the bike was not faulty. A mother, whose daughter died after crashing her bicycle at the bottom of a steep road, has hit out at an inquest verdict of accidental death, claiming that the student died as a result of faulty brakes. August Atkinson, 22, shouted "My brakes have gone" to her friend before reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour and fatally crashing into a drystone wall in the Derbyshire Peak District. The tragedy happened at the bottom of Winnats Pass, one of the UK's steepest roads. An inquest heard. Ms. Atkinson was pronounced dead at the scene on April 12, 2014, just a month before she was due to complete her veterinary degree. Coroner Peter Neater recorded a conclusion of accidental death after police found there were no significant issues with the brakes. But Ms. Atkinson's mother Elizabeth Barbara Atkinson, 57, has said she may challenge the verdict. She said, "I feel the police evidence didn't satisfactorily answer what may have gone wrong on the day in relation to August's bike. We're not satisfied with the outcome of the inquest." In his conclusion, Mr. Neater said, August's family considers that the model of brake calipers fitted to her bike were faulty and that they could have spontaneously and unintentionally opened, in which case the brake blocks would not make contact with the wheel rims. They also consider that even if the safety levers on the calipers were just 3 mm from the closed position, the brakes would be ineffective. On the balance of probabilities, the court does not find that August's brakes were ineffective or not working due to a fault with her brake calipers, because the police and vehicle examiner observed the calipers to be in the closed position when the bike was examined after the crash. Mrs. Barbara Atkinson said she would consider seeking legal advice about challenging the decision, which she branded as totally unacceptable in court. She had sent the coroner documents, which included a statement from Andrew Elston, a qualified bike mechanic who works at Langsett Cycles in Sheffield. He said he had to replace identical brakes to those on Ms. Atkinson's bike after another rider reported problems. Mrs. Barbara Atkinson also highlighted that cyclists had used online forums and blogs to raise concerns about the same type of brakes. Giving evidence at Chesterfield Coroner's Court during the inquest, Ms. Atkinson's friend Kiran Patel said she had owned a Genesis Equilibrium bike for 8 months and had only been out on it a few times. The pair decided to embark on a 25-mile ride, and before setting off, Mr. Patel and Ms. Atkinson's father used hand pumps to inflate the tires on her bike. Ms. Atkinson later noticed a problem with the front brake, but this corrected, according to Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel said it was the first time they had cycled on Winnats Pass. Mr. Patel said, "The wind took it out of us, we were tired." August complained her legs were cramping. "I guess we had a little bit of apprehension about going down Winnats Pass, but nothing major. Going down I was cycling in front, I was constantly using my brakes on and off. August was behind me, coming down steadily. My speedometer said I was going at about 20 miles per hour then. August came past me on the right-hand side. She was getting faster, she must have been traveling at 30 to 40 miles per hour. She said my brakes have gone. She was freewheeling, she couldn't stop." DC Andrew Prince, of Derbyshire Constabulary's Collision Investigation Unit, concluded there were no significant issues with the brakes, but said the rear tire was significantly underinflated. Trevor Jones, a vehicle examiner with the force, added, "I do believe the rear tire wasn't sufficiently inflated at the time of the incident. But my examination was made 2 to 3 days afterwards, so it's possible there was some pressure loss in that time." Collision investigator PC Ian Phillips said, "We can never pinpoint what caused August to lose control. There are multiple issues. Winnats Pass is one of the steepest roads in the UK. She may have been affected by tiredness. The brakes may have overheated, increasing her stopping distance. The underinflated tire may have affected her ability to control the bike. Something affected her ability to bring the bike to a safe speed. We don't know exactly what happened."